Hi, friends. I just want to share a little story about your life. If you see it as it's a box full of a puzzle, like all these pieces in a puzzle, some of us get given a 1,000 pieces in a box, and on top of the lid, there's a picture on how your life is supposed to be. Others maybe get a puzzle with even more pieces to it, and some get less. But what we all get is a box with lots of pieces. And it's our job to put it together. And I just had a conversation with a good friend about it, and I thought, okay, I might just share this because it's kind of fun. So what I noticed yesterday was, since I've been exploring how the brain works, and it could be that I'm neurospicy or neurodivergent. Why did I never feel like I fit in? Why am I always feeling I was wrong? And if I'm explaining that with my box, I was given a box, probably 1,000 pieces. However, my lid, there's no picture on it. So every time I try to put my puzzle together and, here's the corner and some things are working out, the outside world would meet me with, that's not how to do it. And I was like, rip my puzzle to pieces again. I'm all wrong. It's not how to do it. You're doing it all wrong. La 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 la. Until recently, then I discovered that I might have an ADHD brain. It could be that's an AU ADHD, it's like of autism, whatever, who cares? It's not about the label. It could be other labels like, I'm divorced, I'm a solo parent, I'm homeschooling, awake. We have all these labels, and some labels are really nice because they'll actually help you understand. Right now, it's pretty nice exploring, ADHD because it actually explains my entire life. And if I then add a tinge of autism to it, it's like it explains why I have been so successful that when I asked my medical doctor a few years ago about could she help me get, sorted out, it's like, nah, you're too successful to have ADHD. And I was like, that's because the other part of my brain is probably highly autistic, and that sort of keeps everything on track. Many other labels, going through perimenopause, mother-daughter, cat, sitter, or guardian. I'm not gonna call her owner because no one owns the cat in the house. She owns us probably. Anyway, all these labels, cyclist, bike instructor, all that, trying to fit it all in my puzzle. So, what does your puzzle look like? Like, is there a picture on top of the box so you just need to put the pieces in and I have my education and I'm having a job, and then I got married, and then I bought a house, and then I have 2 children, first a boy and then a girl, and then there was a dog. Like, in what order do you put your pieces together? Because I realized yesterday, while I was having so much fun, probably way too much fun unless you are on my vibe, doing a delivery job with newspapers, because my daughter outsourced her task this week, personal reasons, not going into details. So she hired me to do her job, and I thought, that's called outsourcing. So we talked a little about being an entrepreneur and outsourcing, how to get a job done, getting paid for it, but actually get someone else to do it for you, pay them less than you get. All that. It's just, I'm training her to become an entrepreneur, right? Not a slave, or not an employee, or not someone on benefits. I want her to make her way. Tough mom. Tiger mom? I don't know. So, yesterday, I got that realization that me walking with newspapers, it was a dream job when I was 13, and I never got it. So now I was like, I actually had that experience of being teenager, walking in my leopard shoes, loud 80s music, delivering newspapers. And I was just sort of really embracing myself and my journey, because I was thinking, there was a time I was married, there was a huge house. Yes, there was a Jaguar in the garage, and there was a brand new the lady's car. That was my whatever Ford Fiesta, I think I was driving at the time. So yeah, I've been there. I've been married. I had a house. There was a car. There was all these dinner parties, and that's it. And then there was a time when I was studying law, and I graduated with a master's degree in specialization in international taxation. I was sort of over it. There was a time when I was traveling around with my suitcase, just teaching meditation classes, and I was fully booked, like 1.5 years in the future. That was really successful if you want to talk about, being a teacher in whatever personal development realm. I've been there, done that. There was a time when, I was generating, what was it, like 80,000 crowns in 2 days in revenue for teaching something I really cared about. Been there, done that. And then I was just thinking, instead of having that straight timeline, this is what you do, someone with a more creative brain, like I have, we just put the pieces together, but not necessarily in that straight timeline. And it's the first time I really, really fully embraced that yesterday, that why do I have so much fun delivering newspapers? This is a teenage job. And I could even mess it up because, did that one get the newspaper? Oh, I forgot. Well, they'll complain and we'll give it the next day, right? So what I'm taking from it, I don't know whatever you're taking from your box of pieces, but I'm like, it's completely okay to put these pieces together in your time, in your timeline. And for some of us, we know that's called time blindness, that we're not really ruled by time. We know we can bend time. Time is just something, but we can actually move beyond or beyond. And some of us also, in terms of timeline, where are we here present, or are you actually caught in a childhood trauma, or are you busy planning your future and your bucket on your bucket list? And all these things, I'm just sort of coming together right now for me at the moment, and really enjoying the now, but also taking responsibility for the past and the future, and all seeing that as one big puzzle. And not letting anyone dictate how my puzzles are supposed to piece together. And the same with, I have a part-time job in a local gym right now, and I'm probably having way too much fun than a 50-year-old woman are supposed to. Like my colleague has just graduated high school, so she's just turned 19. I was like, yeah, totally cool. Even though there's this 30-year gap in terms of we're doing the same job. Well, if you knew what I've done the last 30 years of tasks and all that, so it just fits together in where they want to be now. Main focus, I'm a parent, solo parent. My daughter is 13 now. Teenager. So that's the main focus of everything, and I'm sort of just putting my pieces together all around that main thing. Yep. That's it. Just wanted to share. Maybe it resonates, maybe not. You know where to find me, and maybe you don't. I keep getting asked, but what is it really you do, Sina? I was like, I do not have a description for that. Sometimes I'm a cycling instructor. Sometimes I'm a CrossFit newbie, crying, screaming like I did yesterday, learning new skills. Sometimes I'm a consultant from home. I have a master's degree in law, so I can do all sorts of funny things in my spare time, from being a mom, parent. So what is it really I do? Yeah, I build businesses. I like network marketing because I like networking. I like building things that will last into the future. I'm an author. I've written a few books. Some of them have changed other people's lives. Some of them had barely sold anything. I was like, it's there. It might pick up one day. It's just a piece in our puzzle. Maybe I forgot to tell people about it. It's because I did that, done that, been over it already. Yeah. And at the moment, I am enjoying coffee. You might know that I had a 265 breakup with coffee, like 265 days. And right now I'm enjoying my coffee. Highly interested in carnivore lifestyle. Also just had a detour for 2 weeks with enjoying lots of ice cream, chocolate, and then realizing now I really function best on a high healthy fat diet which come from animal fat and eggs and meat. And without being too, strict and fanatic, sometimes I totally enjoy ice cream. But sugar, nah, it's not good for me. I know that. It could be good for you. I'm not telling you not to eat sugar. I'm just saying I'm a 51-year-old perimenopause and I have lots of things to do and I want to accomplish good things and take responsibility and be as strong as possible, mostly because I'm a solo parent. So there is not a lot of room for mistakes, like no point for second place, kind of Top Gun-ish in my own world. So what is it I do? It's a really, really good question. And I have a friend who just asked me this morning to do, get out there, do more. And I was like, nah, I actually don't want to be a leader. I just want to be as good as possible what I do. And if people are inspired, great. If you hire me as your coach, I will kick your ass. Not for everyone. It could be in a kind, gentle way, but I'm result focused. I don't want you to waste your time and your investment, so I will help you get that way. That is my focus. I'm also starting to say, if you identify as normal and you think that fitting into a severely sick society, I probably don't want to work with you. If you identify as neurospicy or someone on the spectrum or creative, or you know that you are different, you got my full attention. So here to a nice holiday. Put your pieces of your life puzzle together in your way. Ciao.